Looks like this will have to be my last video of the night. It's getting kind of late, so I'm going to have to rush through this. I want to play an oldie. I'm still counting down WTBC's Top 20 survey from 1963, but I want to break off and play a Lost 45, outsourcing Billboard's Hot 100s from the late 50s and early 60s. And boy, I got a rock and roll jam for you. This is a barn burner. The blaring sax, the thundering drums, the frantic singing. It is absolutely rock and roll straight to the core, but it was not a hit. Billboard's Hot 100 for 2 weeks. Let me bring it up for you right now. You've heard of this group, but before I talk about this group, let me give you the top 5 hits. Billboard's Hot 100 of August the 16th, 1958. My True Love by Jack Scott at number 6. Win by the Kalin Twins at number 5. Splish Splash, Bobby Darin at number 4, down from number 3. Patricia by Perez Prado at number 3, down from number 2. And Falari at number 2, and Poor Little Fool by Ricky Nelson at number 1. Ricky Nelson did some great records, Believe What You Say, and Stood Up, and it's like one of my favorite songs by Ricky Nelson. But let's go down Billboard, all the way down, making its debut at number 78, and it peaked at 78. The Royalties. Harvey's Got a Girlfriend. The rock and roll song. The Royalties. Their biggest hit was Short Shorts. Bob Gaudio played the piano in this band. Bob Gaudio, who played keyboards for the Four Seasons. He was the songwriter for the Four Seasons. That was later on, but in the 50s, he was in Royal Teens pounding away at that on the keyboards. Bob Gaudio, Tom Austin, the drummer. God, boy, he knocked out those drums on this record. Billy Dalton on guitar and Bill Crandall on saxophone. The original members of the Royal Teens. Short Shorts was their biggest hit, went to number 3, and then Believe Me went to number 26. That was in 1959, Believe Me. And in between Short Shorts and Believe Me, you got Harvey's Got a Girlfriend. I love the way this song starts. The drum beat is just absolutely, it's African drum beat. It is classic rock and roll drums right there, pounding away. In the 50s, they called it the Big Beat. But anyway, this record, I've done this before. I told a story about Short Shorts, how the song came about in another video. I'll mention it again in this video real briefly, the song Short Shorts. The song was the brainchild of Bob Gaudio and Tom Austin. Now here's what happened. This is great. You're gonna love this story. Bob Gaudio and Tom Austin, they were cruising on Washington Avenue. This was in New Jersey. They were driving in Tom Austin's 1957 red and white 1957 Ford Fairlane 500. Ford Fairlane 500, classic 50s car. They're cruising around, and at that time, the band they were in was called the Royals. They weren't the Royal Teens yet. And they had came up with this song. They recorded the song, but they couldn't come up with a title of it. They were cruising around trying to figure out what should we call our new song. Well, get this. You're going to love this. Ooh, have mercy. Yes. Now we get the hormones kicking in. They came across, they saw 2 absolutely stunning girls strutting out of a sweet shop, a local sweet shop, a sock hop. It was called Lerman's. They wore these cut-off blue jeans that were real popular in the 50s. How should I say this? These cut-off jeans, they were so short that it was, well, it was getting a little bit suggestive. And they were like, these 2 guys were like, oh my God. That's our title, Short Shorts. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to call our song, Short Shorts. Goodness, I can see that. This was back, I guess, back in the summer of '57, around the summer of '57. That's how Short Shorts came along. Unfortunately, I don't know the history of this record though. that I want to bring to you. Harvey's got a girlfriend, but boy, I tell you, here's the thing, real quick. There was so much resistance against rock and roll back in the 50s. A lot of people, particularly older people thought it was just, well, I can't go into it, but it was just horrible. There was a backlash against it by the late 50s, early 60s. So a lot of great rock and roll records didn't make top 40. This one didn't make top 40 at all. Didn't come close. Peaked at number 78, I do believe, Billboard's Hot 100 back in the summer of 1958. But here it is, Harvey's Got a Girlfriend by the Royal Teens.